Hi there. It's been a while. There's been a lot of things happening and not happening that I was waiting on before making a new one of these so I could throw it all together into one video. If only there was a way to share things in smaller formats. A sort of media where I could share things socially. I should probably utilize that a little more. Detailed informational videos are actively being worked on. There's a lot of topics from that last video, and if you have any questions, recommendations, requests, or any feedback in general, please reach out. And now, in terms of the initial problems that started me on this path, after almost 2 decades of dealing with that little dot in my head, the surgeons finally came in and
What do you want?
I'm here to kick your ass!
boom, no more seizures. That was almost 2 years ago, so that, I'd say, is pretty good progress. It's very unlike me, however, to make it through something like that without some manner of weirdness. Repeated MRIs have shown that spinal compression has actually made me shrink from a legitimate and distinguished 6 feet tall to the kind of 6 feet tall that shows up on the majority of other guys' dating profiles. Another thing I haven't touched on via YouTube is the change in my vision. I'll break down how this goes a little more in the future, but basically, the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body and vice versa. Likewise, the function of each eye is split in half too. So when I had my surgery and stroke on the left, the right side shut down. Most of the visions come back, but there's always going to be these big sort of invisible sections, which causes some issues. Like a few months after the surgery, my cat, Osi, figured this out, and there was a sharp increase in direct food robbery attempts, which sort of proves where I've been. Throw those blind spots together with an iffy skeleton, and a trip to the store isn't exactly a walk in the park. Parks, of course, having fewer things to run into. That said, I've made a ton of progress in the last 2 years, and I'm doing better in a lot of areas than initially predicted. As far as my thinky brain goes, it's still there. Things have healed up considerably, but like anything, it's not just flipping on a light switch.
The light switch?
There are some memory issues, and it can get tough to focus at times, but overall, I'm still that lovable scamp you know and tolerate. Coming up with words can be tricky at times. Simpsons references from seasons 3 through 8 seem to be immune from this, though, which says, I don't know.
I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed I'm wearing a huge bandage on my arm. That's because I just had a minor surgery on my funny bone to try to get some sensation back from the stroke. There's no further damage than before, just trying to improve things and make the game a little easier. Now, as could be expected with all this weird stuff, there have been a lot of questions posed. So I put out a small feeler for some specific ones, which I'll answer in the next video. If you have any questions, be they specific or general, please shoot a quick message or email my way. So there's your basic update on things. Thanks for watching, thanks for checking in, and take care.